Hello, everybody. I think that I'm live. Fixing my camera. And let me try to find it here on my iPad so I can see comments. It's working a little bit slow this morning. What is the deal? There I am. Hello, everybody. If you are catching this on YouTube, right away, I'm going to say, let me do this really quick. Join me. I'm live much earlier than normal. So you might be thinking, did I lose track of time? Is it already later in the day? It is not. I am live a little bit earlier. If you are on YouTube, there will be chapters on the bottom of the video where you can skip through all of the chit chat and all of the things that you don't want to hear and still watch the video. You will see this on Wednesday. I am live on Monday on my Facebook page. So I am live a little bit earlier than normal because we are on fall break this week. The little kids, Violet and Andrew, I guess they're not so little anymore, but they are on fall break and we have some plans today. So I'm doing this live early. And then I also have to clean my office because it is a disaster. I usually do not start Monday morning with such a disaster in my office, but I crafted all weekend and I just didn't have a chance to clean up. So welcome. I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. Let's go over a few things, a few exciting things. The first really exciting thing is look what finally came. So if you are part of Blessed2Craft, you will immediately start jumping up in the air when you see this and shouting and crying and laughing, and you will be so excited too, because that's exactly what I did when this box came on Saturday and I opened it up. I was like, what is this? And I don't typically get orders from Stampin' Up! On Saturday. Opened it up and it was the Blackberry Beauty designer paper, which is what we used for our September Blessed2Craft projects, and they got delayed shipping out because this paper was delayed. So I got all of this. I will be putting everybody's kits together and they will be mailed out with October's kits, which are all going out early. So currently, just a little Blessed2Craft update. I've already ordered everything. I should get the box this week, and I am planning on hopefully shipping everybody's kits for last month and this month out totally early and doing that next week. So I was very, very happy to get this paper. I cannot wait to get everybody's kits put together. Good morning, Iona, Anna. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Okay, so that's exciting, right? That was very exciting. Last week, I shared my October calendar. So currently, we are on the 11th already. Can you believe it? I cannot. I need to get that posted. So I did my calendar last week. You guys should have that. I believe I took a screenshot, put it here on Facebook. It is on my website. And then the next thing that you guys need to know is this month's ordering special. When you spend $50 with me or more before shipping and tax, you get, hey, Lori, you get this stamp set, the Seasons of Fun Host stamp set, and then you get a PDF and videos for all of these cards, and then you will get a card kit to make this card. So all of that, if you have ordered, like if you ordered last week, your video and your PDFs will be coming. The stamp sets, you have to wait a little bit for the stamp set, a couple weeks while they come to me. I have to get them, just take some time for Stampin' Up! To get them sent to me, and then I send them to you. So this is the Seasons of Fun card class, online card class that you will get for free when you, plus the stamp set, when you place an order with me this month. So that is fun. So if you have any questions about any of that stuff, please let me know. I have a little bit of coffee here this morning. I sliced my finger really bad. So there's like 1,000 Band-Aids on this. It's still bleeding this morning. I did this yesterday afternoon, and it was bleeding this morning when I changed the bandages. And so it stings. Hey, Iona. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're having breakfast. I'm having coffee. So we're all having a little something, right? So don't mind my finger. It is throbbing. I'm hoping that it will start to feel better today. We are going to make a card with the sweet little stocking stamp set. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the dies. We're going to be using the paper and maybe the felt. This is what we are doing for Blessed2Craft this month, or if you are part of Blessed2Stamp, which is my community of stampers. Iona is a part of that. She's here with us this morning. If you are a part of that group where you've joined Stampin' Up! With me, you will also get access to the videos for these cards as well. And all of the bonus stuff that happens with it. This is a mini slimline, which was so fun to make. And then these three. So that's what we're doing for Blessed2Craft this month and Blessed2Stamp. But I thought I would make a fun card using some of this here today. And then I have some of the Celebration Bedazzled paper. I sort of know what I want to do, but then I also have some of the gold and rose gold. So let's see what we can do. The first thing I want to do is I want to use the stocking paper. And I was thinking about, let me grab my 12 by 12 paper. I thought maybe I would only need 6 by 6, but I think I will... I'm going to grab 2 sets of 12 by 12. Okay, I don't think that I have any of this paper in 12 by 12. Either that or I've misplaced it. So that's unfortunate. I have this paper here, which could work. This is Heartwarming Hugs, and this is in the catalog. It's just at the very, very back, and you actually might have missed seeing it. I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to show you this paper because I actually just realized that it was in the very back of the catalog, and I actually have this pack from last year because this is a returning set of paper. And I have this from last year, and I was glad to see that it was in the catalog. And I really like this paper. I feel like it's very, very traditional, like Christmas colors. And so maybe let's use this as our card base. Maybe let's pick out one. And I actually am really liking either this one here or this one here or this one. So let's look at our stocking and see if on our other paper and see if it coordinates well with either one of those. I mean, I'm sure it will, because they're pretty. So that's what I'm thinking. And then if I cut these stockings out, like this one would go really well with any of these. Maybe not so much this one, but like this one would, this one would, this one would. So let's use, I really like this, and that would be pretty inside. So I'm just going to go with this. So these are very pretty papers. Bobby, I got your email. All you need to do is look on Amazon and search Tombow adhesive, and it'll pop right up. I don't know that I will be able to get a link to you today since we are doing stuff for fall break with the kids. But if you just search on Amazon, it will come right up. So I'm going to do, let's see, what size card do I want to do, or how do I want it to open? So I think what I'll do is I will grab a link and send it to you, Bobby, but if you are wanting to, like, if you're needing it right away, I wanted to get you the information. If you want to wait for a link from me, that's totally fine. I'll get you one. I think 8.5 is what we do this at. I just wanted to make sure that I got you the information. Okay. So we're going to do this for our card base. And I just love using this. I love using designer paper as a card base. I don't know if it's a phase that I will grow out of and I won't like it so much as time goes on. But for now, I'm really loving it. Okay, so let's grab a piece of white, and I'm going to use the thick basic white, and this is going to add a little bit of stability. Let's see, I need 4 by 5 1/4. That's the first thing I need to do. And we'll put that right here inside, and that's going to give us some stability on the back. And then we might do some layers on the front to give it a little stability. So let's line this up. So one of the other things that's happening today is the camera situation continues. Today, I'm hoping to pick up a camera. For those of you that have been following along, I've ordered 2 cameras, like regular cameras that you film on, that can be mounted to my ceiling for filming, and I've had to return 2 of them because they've been not good. And so today, 3rd time's a charm. Like everybody cross your fingers that 3rd time's a charm, and then I can get a camera, and then we can get back to filming regular videos. I know those of you on YouTube have expressed that you really miss seeing those videos that are edited, and believe me, I miss putting them up for you. I just have not been able to because I haven't had a camera. So right now I'm just going through and trying to find some red ribbon that will coordinate. We have this red ribbon. Maybe I should use this. This is the ruffled ribbon. I was hoping to have something a little bit thicker, but I don't even think that any of these are thicker. Thanks, Bobby. I was like, oh, why'd she send that? And then I got it. Good luck. Actually, I think this one will work. I think the stripes with this pattern, I think that's too much. And I seriously need to organize my ribbon drawer. I wish I could easily show you guys what a mess it is. I keep digging through it to get ribbon and not putting it back. Okay, so that is the start of our card. I know I want to do those things. Okay, so now what I want to do, I think this might be too big, and I think it's too much white, but I'm not positive because I want to die cut some of these. You know what I could do is we could color this circle. So this is Old Olive. So why don't we take our Old Olive blend? That's Granny Apple Green. I always mix the two up. Let me grab Old Olive. Dark Old Olive. Now you could totally do this with, sorry, that was my chair, you guys. You could totally do this with an ink pad. You could just smush it into your ink pad. But I'm just going to do it with my blend. And we're just going to color. I know it looks like a little bit of a hot mess right now, but the great thing about alcohol markers is the way they dry back. And this does give you a different look than cardstock. So it totally does give you a different look than if we just grabbed a piece of cardstock. But just give it a minute to dry back. And I'm just using the edge of my marker so as not to do the tip. And then at the very end, after I get everything covered, I'm going to go back and forth really quickly to give it another layer. Okay. And then what we're going to do is just on the edge, we're going to run that marker all the way around and get rid of any of that white. Okay. So now let's cut our ribbon. So you know me, I pull off quite a bit, and I want to do a bow. So let's do that. Okay. So we're gonna have the gold there, and then I'm thinking we're gonna do a bow. So I'm pretty sure I can commit to this gold piece being right there. So in all honesty, you guys, I'm winging this morning. I kind of had this idea. I saw a sketch that was, this isn't exactly the sketch, but it like sparked this idea. And I really love the stockings on here. And so I thought, well, let's just try it. Like, let me just see if I can make this vision come to life. So that's what we're doing. Okay, I love this. I forgot how much I loved this paper. I might use this paper in my Project Life album. Hey, Kathy. In my Project Life album for December. Okay, so then this is going to go here. Hey, Christine. So it's going to be quite a bit of green. That's okay. So now we're going to take this red ribbon, and this is, I don't think this is available anymore. This is the satin, mixed satin. Is it real red or cherry cobbler? It is real red. And the clearance rack was updated last week, and there was a ton of ribbon on the clearance rack, and I did actually pick up a few rolls, and I'll share that when it comes in, when I get that order. I had to close a workshop order anyways, and so I thought, well, I'm going to I wasn't originally going to, but then I was like, how can you pass up ribbon on the clearance rack? So let's see if I can tie this bow with my finger all cut up. Last night it was really difficult to braid Kayla's hair with my finger bandaged up and throbbing and still somewhat bleeding. So let's see if I can manage to keep this bow tight and get it tied. It twisted. That's gonna be the only problem. I actually did manage to keep it fairly tight. Oh, maybe it didn't twist all the way. Like maybe I salvaged it. Okay. So the loops here are twisted. They don't look as pretty as I would like them to. But I mean, I think overall it could be a lot worse considering I'm working with an injury. So I'm going to tighten that up and make those like this. Hey, Carol. Okay, so we have this. Now, the great thing about doing the bow this way is we can move it around. So I'm not going to worry too much about this yet. We're going to get the other pieces done first. Because then the circle is going to go there. So I probably am going to want this pretty centered. And then I'm going to put a couple glue dots under the bow to hold it down. Okay. And then I'll probably pop this piece up. So we have our circle now and we have our bow. Now what I want to do is get some of these stockings. Now you can fussy cut them, but you can also cut them out. So I'm going to use my mini die cut machine here. And hi, Linda. Good morning. Linda is my crafting, my card making hero. If you were at my world card making event, you know I totally messed up a card. It was a fun fold card and I made it. And then when I went to remake it for the video, I totally couldn't remember how to make it and I messed up the video. And Linda didn't text, she messaged me on here on Facebook and she said, I figured it out. Like I figured out how to make the card. And I was ecstatic because and she explained to me like how I had made the card. So Linda is officially my crafting superhero. Okay, so I'm gonna use the dies and I always just keep a little roll of washi tape in my drawer here. I have tons and tons of washi tape. I use it in my planner and that kind of stuff, but I keep a little roll right here. And then I also keep a roll by my large die cutting machine. And you can use that to hold your dies in place. And I know it's a little hard to see, but I think this other stocking, I think I can cut actually both of these at the same time. And I'm hoping these stay in place. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, my UPS guy is here. Maybe that's the ribbon and I can show you guys. He's really early. Okay. Let's cut these out. Oh, let me grab this package, you guys. Hold on one second. I can't get out. Thank you so much. You too. Okay, we'll take a look in that box when I'm done with the card, you guys. Okay, I couldn't get out. My door was locked and I was like stuck inside. Okay, I'll need one more, but let's see how this worked. Okay. He's early today. He usually doesn't come until after 11. Okay. So we have these. Linda said I'm too cute. Well, Linda is my crafting superhero because I think she's probably the only one that didn't get angry at me for that card. It was not my best video ever, nor was it my best event, but Linda just stuck right in there with me and was very kind. So I always appreciate that. Okay, so sometimes, I don't know if you're like me, I get picky sometimes with my die cuts. And this, it didn't die cut terrible, but it just is a little bit uneven. So sometimes I'll just take my scissors and even up if I feel like it looks kind of off. Instead of just scrapping it, throwing it away, die cutting it again, I'll just take my snips here and like just even up the edges that I think are off a little bit. Like there's a lot of white border down here because my die shifted a little bit or I didn't position it perfectly. So just, you still get that really crisp die cut look, but also then you can clean up the edge a little bit. So let's cut one more. I want 3 stockings for this card. So let me grab my paper and figure out which stocking. I think this one, and then that'll be 3 different sizes. So let's do the same thing. You could fussy cut. You don't have to have the dies for this, but I am trying really hard to get my dies out more. I think that I really underutilize my dies because I think, oh, I'll just fussy cut that, or, oh, I don't want to take the time. I get too anxious to get the project created. And so I'm really trying to be better about just getting my dies out, looking. I did a really fun scrapbook layout this weekend, and I got out some dies and I did some coloring with my blends, and I was so happy that I did it. It really like made the project really fun. And I was like, oh, I forgot that I really enjoy doing this. I just get in a hurry sometimes to get all the things done. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, so the tops of a couple of these and the little sock part is blue, and there's no blue on my paper that that's okay. That's okay. Because we're going to use the little stocking top and the stocking like toe part, and we are going to cut out some felt. So this is really fun. I'm going to use the red and the green felt, and then I'm going to do 1 red set and 2 green set. So I'm just going to cut off a corner of this felt. And then I'm hoping you guys can see this. And then we're going to put the top of the stocking and the bottom toe of the stocking just on there. And then we're going to cut that. And it cuts beautifully, which is really, really nice. It cuts beautifully. That sound is okay. If you're not familiar with die cutting, that sound is fine. It sounds like your entire machine is breaking, and it's not. And then also, I got an email question recently, and somebody had just got a die cut machine. They did their first cut, and then they got this like cut in their plate, and they freaked out, and they thought they were doing something wrong. And you're not doing anything wrong. Your plates will get cut up, and they will also, like mine has warped a little bit, so that's totally normal for that to happen. Okay, so let's pull this out. Let's set this aside, and then I want 2 green ones. So we're going to do this twice, and we're going to use this green. So we'll do it here like this. Hopefully I have enough room to do it twice. Okay, that's once. I'm hoping this will look good on against the, there's going to be like a lot of old olive color on here. I maybe should have done that circle red. Okay. So now let's not lose those, and then we have our pieces. Okay, so let's set our die cut machine aside. That's why I love this little mini. It's so convenient. Okay. And then we're gonna pause for a little sip of coffee. All right. Now, my thought is we're going to just have all of these kind of stockings like this, and then I'm gonna do a sentiment over it. So I'm pretty sure that I want the card layout like this. So let's go ahead and get our ribbon in position. Okay, and then let's go ahead and attach our green circle. And I want to do that with some foam. And I have a little bit more of an idea. Sometimes this happens, like my original idea kind of morphs. That's starting to happen as that's good. I almost cut myself again. I am like slicing up my hands left and right. I cut my finger last week, not as bad as I did yesterday, but I sliced it up and then I almost snipped my fingers with those scissors. I do not know what's going on. Okay. So we're gonna put our circle right here, like so. And then I'm gonna make these loops a little bit smaller. I don't want them as big as they were. Like, that's perfect. And that also helped my ribbon to, my little legs of my ribbon to fall to the bottom. And then I'm gonna use my ribbon scissors and hopefully cut those even. And then what I want to do is just take a glue dot and my X-Acto knife. We're going to peel this up. And then we are going to stick that right under the loop of the bow and then press that down. And that's just going to help keep it right where I want it. Okay. So now for these, let's work on these. And here on this one, we're gonna cover it up. Now what you're gonna wanna do is use liquid glue for this felt. And you're gonna use a little bit more than maybe you typically would, because you really want it to like get into that felt, almost like soak in. So what I like to do is put that glue on there, and then you're gonna take a couple clear blocks and just, after you make sure that they are where you want them to be, whoops, wasn't quite centered, okay? And then we'll do the same thing. So we're gonna do a green here. Now it doesn't have the space, like it doesn't have the design on there for the thing, but you could totally put it on there. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of green. I maybe wasn't thinking, I maybe should have gotten one other color. You could also cut these with gold. I could have done the tops of these gold. Maybe that's what I should have done, is the tops and the bottom in the gold paper. I maybe wasn't thinking that through. But I have an idea to kind of counteract all the green. Okay. Oops. Okay, so now let's figure out what we're going to do for a sentiment while we let that dry. So I think I want to use this and maybe this. So let's stamp. So let me grab my real red marker and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to color That's Poppy Parade, so that's not gonna work. Dark Real Red. Okay, so I need like a scrap piece of paper. Well, we're just gonna have to use this white because I don't know. That's really bright. I feel like that might be too bright. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my light cherry cobbler. I probably should have just gone with my dark cherry cobbler to begin with. Yeah, that's gonna be a better red. And we'll just darken that up. Looks good. Then I'm gonna dry this. I'm not used to this heat tool. Okay. Yep, I think that's gonna be good. Okay, so now let's work on these. See how this has a lot of white on it? I'm gonna trim that off. Because that is a lot of extra white on there. That's better. Okay. So now to break this up, I'm gonna grab a couple things. I'm gonna grab a gold and a white gel pen. These are the Signo, and they're the ones I use all of the time. We're gonna get this ink going a little bit by warming it up on our finger first. And then we're just gonna add some detail to these stockings. And the key with your gel pen is to not push really hard on the pen. I tend to have a really heavy hand when I'm writing normally. So when I'm using these gel pens, I really concentrate on not having a really heavy hand because you want the ink to be able to flow out of the tip. So we're gonna do that one with that one. I might actually just use gold. And then on this one, we're just gonna do some polka dots. You might have to get that ink flowing again. Yeah, see, that's much better. You could do a stencil on these. You can freehand it like I'm doing. You could use embellishments on it, like you could use rhinestones to do polka dots. You could use Nouveau dots if you wanted. That's probably good, like that. And then on our last one, what could we do? So we've done dots. We've done stripes. I wonder if I could do plaid. Like, I wonder if I could do crisscross. I don't know. This might ruin it. Let's just dive in and see what we can do. Okay. That might be hard to see in my light, but I'll bring it up closer to the camera. Okay, I mean, not horrible, right? Okay, so let me show you. Can you guys see that? You can sort of see it. And then I think you guys can see the polka dot and the stripes. I think that's a little bit easier to see. Okay, now that we have that, I ended up not using the white. Okay. So now let's see how we can position these. See, that's like green on green. I should have done more with the red. Or maybe I can do it this way. Or maybe, I don't know, you guys, let's take a little vote here. Do you think just one? And then I can do my sentiment. And I might need to darken that up. Or do you think I should try to do all three with the sentiment on there? Because then I would pop this one up. And then, but then where do I put my sentiment? This might not work for my sentiment. One, two, or three of the stockings. What should we do? I could put, Carol said just one. Like this. Now I'm not loving this. What if I do one and I do the sentiment on the actual green circle? Now, how would I do that? Now that I've already, Kathy said just one. Okay, so we're gonna go with just one. And then I'll save those the other little stockings I did. So I want to trim this down because the white is now bothering me. Andrew and Violet are already fighting, so that feels awesome. I feel like I want a little tiny circle because I don't want to cover that stocking up. So on here, I could use sending lots of love. Oh, let's do it this way. Okay. So let's take... Okay, let's take, I just have an idea, so let's try it. We're just about trying things today, I guess. This is what happens when you don't have a good plan. So let's get some color down here. I cut my sending lots of love. I cut mine apart. Let's see. So I'm not sure what you mean by brown part, Iona. There's no brown part on the card. Do you mean the gold part? I don't think that the stamp would stamp very good on this metallic cardstock, but that would be a good place if that was just solid cardstock. So let's dry this. Then what we're going to do is some embossing. If you guys could see my office right now. Okay, so let's do a little test to see if if this is dry. I think it is, but let's just test it. Where's my... I don't know where my Stampin' Buddy is. That's weird. I don't know where my Stampin' Buddy is. My little powder tool. Oh yeah, it's dry. Okay, so let's stamp this. So let's stamp both of these. So it's not going to matter how we stamp them. I'm going to cut them out. Let's just get them in the green. Okay. I might have smushed that too much. We'll see. Okay, so let's heat set this. And then let me see if Iona answered back. Oh, it looks brown on her screen. Yeah, it's gold. And it is that gold metallic paper. And so it has like a texture to it. While this is warming up, I'll show you. It has like this texture to it, and I don't think stamping, I haven't never tried to stamp on that, but I don't think stamping on it, my instinct says not to try that. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay. So what we'll do now is cut this out. Okay, so we're just gonna use my little trimmer. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to use scissors because I didn't stamp straight. So where's my snips? Here they are. So let's just get most of this cut out, and then I can come in with scissors. Actually, I can already see this going a mess. So let's do it this way. Which I'm not great at either. Oh, that is super close. Dang. There's no room for air there. Okay. Well, we'll just see how well I do this. Probably needs to be a little closer. So you'll have to bear with me while I fidget with this to get it perfect. Oh man, I wasn't pushing down. Well, maybe I'll just do the scissors with that part and then with this part. Okay, let me see if I can. See, it's not straight. No matter how hard I try, I always, when using scissors to do this, go at an angle. Oh, I don't know that I love this, but I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I just don't love not being able to get this cut out straight. And I really think I don't need to be using anything sharp because I almost cut myself again with these snips. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm not loving the way the sentiment's coming out, but we're going to go with it or else we're going to be here all day. And I probably should have done it on red, but I didn't want it to like blend in with the stocking. Okay. So let me cut some of this down. Perfect. Perfect. Perfection. These little stockings are really cute. Oh, sorry. I had a hiccup. Also, I feel like they're the perfect size. They're not too small where it's like super annoying to like deal with, but it's also not so big that it takes up your whole card. Like the proportion is really perfect. Okay, so then what I'm thinking, there's a lot of green going on in this card. This is almost like a monochromatic card. Yeah, I don't love this sentiment. Hey, Mary. Yeah, the sentiment, you're right, Mary, probably would have been better in red. Or I needed another color, actually, quite honestly. Because the red probably would have blended in with the stocking too much. So maybe like crumb cake would have been better. Oops, and I got too much glue on there. It's okay, it'll dry clear, but I wish I wouldn't have got too much glue on there. Sending lots of love. And I feel like I need like a red heart. So I have all of my little tiny punches I've ever gotten. I've always kept them. And let's take this that we colored. And put it right there. I just feel like it needs a little something. A little something. So let's add a little glue. Put this here. And then we're going to get out my most favorite item probably of all time. And that is some stickles, and this is in the, I think it's in the Christmas red color. It doesn't say right on there, but and I think it's clogged a little bit, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Oh God, Violet wants to show Andrew something. There it goes. Always test it on a piece of paper. And then this is going to also darken up that heart. I don't like it in the real red. I should have colored that piece of paper in cherry cobbler. And I'm going to put quite a bit on there. And that is going to be our card for today. So it has that fun designer paper card base. So it really pops when you open it up. And then I think going with the one stocking was good. And I think everybody's right. I think the sentiment, if I would have done it in a different color, maybe black, that could have worked better. But then we have the glitter heart and the gold polka dots on the stocking. And you guys can always do that with your images. You'll get more use out of them when you I want to say fluff them up, but there's a better word for it. Yeah, I think this is more like a monochromatic card, which that's not what I was going for, but that's how it turned out. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this card. Everybody continue to wish me luck for this new camera situation today, that it will work and I can finally get back to regular filmed content that it's not lives. And then I will be back. Oh, let's look at the box. Do you guys want to see what I got in I think I got clearance rack ribbon. So do you guys want to see what came in the box today? Let's open it up and see. This will be a fun little haul. I think this is actually Blessed2Craft stuff too. So here's the box. I think I'll have to set it on my chair and then I'll just pull the items out and show you guys. So I think this is the rest of my Blessed2Craft stuff. And if that's the case, I'm going to be really excited because that is going to mean I can get everybody's kit out to them next week, like on Monday, maybe even by Friday, quite honestly. Okay, so the first thing that's really exciting is the bubble wrap. No, not really. Okay. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited you guys are here for this. Okay, let's open this first. Okay, so this is my clearance rack stuff, but this is the Love Santa kit. This just came out. This just came out last week, and I ordered it. And this is the kit. Let me grab my catalog. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited that this came so early. Okay, so here's my holiday catalog. Okay, this kit right here is this kit right here. So this has not been available until now. It just launched last week. So if you have been wondering where this was, it's right here. So this is item number 158375, and it's the kit. I ordered it right away the day that it launched. Okay, so it comes with a Night of Navy Stampin' spot. This is the stamp set. So it says Merry, Love Santa, Joy, has the, I don't know what the leaf is for. That's a little weird, but it says Christmas. I love this to and from. Special delivery. Oh, this is cute. So then it's like Merry and Bright. So it's Merry and Bright. And then Christmas, Merry Christmas. And then special delivery. Super cute, right? Then what you get in here it is going to look like this. And I think that this is going to look really cool, not only as Christmas tags for your gifts, but also for gift bags. Oh, you get a block too. So you get a little, it's a thin block. So it's not, it has some Stampin' Up on it, but it's not our regular clear blocks. Then, so that's, you get instructions. And they are color instructions. That's nice. I'll just look at the picture and be able to make it. You could add these to cards. Look how big they are. They're bigger than I thought. So you could add these to cards, or you could also add them to scrapbooking layouts, memory keeping layouts. So you get some twine, some dots, glue dots, and then some jewels, okay? So the other thing that you can get to go with this is gift bags. So I got, they're like the plaid and then the polka dot. And you get, the item number for this is 158381, in case anybody's interested. And you get both sets. And I think this was $7, and I think this kit is $19. So I'm really excited to see that. I had really wanted to see it in person, so I'm actually glad that came. Okay, so the ribbons that I got on the clearance rack, I got a few things off the clearance rack. Just make sure. Okay, so I got, this one is Just Jade, and that is totally a color we have, and it is this. Maybe you can see, I don't want to open it quite yet. Just Jade. Then I got this one here. This was in the holiday catalog last year, and it is the, I think it's Garden Green, and oh, Mossy Meadow is, so I was totally wrong, not Garden Green, Mossy Meadow. Then I got the Bumblebee in that same textured ribbon. So it's a color we still have, so I wanted to pick that ribbon up. Then this, and these were all like under $3. I think that they ranged in like the $2 to $3 range. Then this was a set, and I actually was so excited to see this on the clearance rack because I'm actually using this ribbon in my 30 Days of Thankful mini album I'm doing with my membership group. And so I was glad to be able to pick that up, pick up a little bit more. And then it has the mint macaroon. So there was that set. Oh, a blue, this is Misty Moonlight. So it's that same, these are like the three kind of same textured ribbons, just in those in colors. And then this was a really fun one. I loved it last year, and I actually used it on Christmas gifts and stuff. And it was a set of 2. So, I mean, I didn't go totally crazy. You guys know I usually buy like, I don't know, tons of ribbon. Okay, so there's that. And then I got on the clearance rack as well is this felt. So this was from last year's collection of felt. And the colors of felt are Real Red, Early Espresso, White, and then I want to say that this is probably maybe just Jade. So I got 3 packs of those. Again, they were really inexpensive on the clearance rack. And then the rest is just not fun stuff, but I got envelopes. I always get envelopes on every order. I got some more of that Heartwarming Hug designer paper because I had seen it and I had thought, oh yes, I want another pack of that. And then I got a whole bunch of cardstock. I also always get basic white cardstock on all of my orders. I get 2 or 3 packs. So my husband's going to be really excited that there's another box. So I got 3 packs of basic white. I got a pack of crushed curry, a pack of Pacific Point, 2 packs of cherry cobbler, a pack of Real Red, Basic Black, Old Olive, and Blushing Bride. So I stocked up on cardstock. All right, so that is what came in my box. The most exciting part was the ribbon that I got off the clearance rack. All a really amazing deal. So run to the clearance rack and get an order in for your for that ribbon. And then remember, if you spend $50 with me or more before shipping and tax, you get the Seasons of Fun stamp set along with the online class for it. So all of that will be coming out this week. If you've already ordered, you'll get all of that this week. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna, let's just take a look. If I can take you off off my stand. Let's just look at how messy my office is. So this is from all of our crafting this morning. This is fun, right? All the crafting this morning. Then this is all from, I just showed you that. And then this is from all this weekend. I have all of this over here that I need to put up. I shove things behind me when I'm filming. And then I have all my Blessed2Craft stuff over here for kits. And then let's just look at my ribbon drawer that needs to be organized. So there's that. I really need to get in there and organize that. Linda said it looks better than hers. And then my lights are up. My wonderful lights. My wonderful stand that will hopefully, that is mounted to the ceiling. Hopefully it will have a camera on it by the end of the week. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to go clean up my craft area, put my stuff away, and then we're going to hang out for fall break with the kids today. So I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will chat with you guys later this week.